Good afternoon. Welcome to Unbearable 73. I'm your host, Matt. This is going to be my predictions for the 2026 WWE Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. So let's get straight to the point here. Now there are basically four things at this event. There's the men's rumble, the women's rumble, then the title Drew versus Sammy for the undisputed title, and then AJ and Gunther for the Cruiser match. So if they follow a pattern, and they should, they're going to open up with the women's rumble. So what does that mean? I'll give you my women's rumble predictions first. Asuka will open. The most eliminations, I'm predicting Rhea Ripley again. I'm predicting Roxanne Perez will win. From the final four of Julia, Alexa Bliss, Raquel Rodriguez, who I'm very big on, and Roxy. And it'll come to Julia and Roxanne Perez, and Roxanne Perez will win. I believe this will be the first year in a couple of years where the women's rumble is not, where the men's rumble is actually more interesting than the women's rumble. The last two years, I've enjoyed the women's rumble more than the men's rumble. So the next match up will probably be Cody versus Gunther versus AJ for the career. Look, Gunther's winning this. I don't think there'll be too many shenanigans. There may be some after match people coming to the ring and shaking AJ's hand and all that sort of stuff. But AJ, we talked more about this on Wednesday's Overbooked, but basically, AJ's contracted up in about a week. He definitely wants to wrestle in TNA again before he goes, probably retire his official retirement match in TNA. JB brought up an interesting point about him possibly wanting to wrestle some guys in AEW one more time, like Samoa Joe. Maybe have a match with Swerve. So I think JB is right. We could see him after a month off. After WrestleMania, do maybe a couple programs with AEW to get a couple of matches in, and then finish off in TNA with a program. And so that's the AJ versus Gunther. Now, Drew versus Sammy the undisputed title is very interesting. Okay, and here's why. In Saudi Arabia, Sammy is ethnically from the Middle East, even though he's Canadian. He's a Muslim. But he's not going to win this. Ultimately, this will come. Drew's going to retain until WrestleMania, is my prediction. Okay. And finally, we get to the big event, the Men's Royal Rumble, which for the first time will be interesting. I make a point. I booked the Royal Rumble that I want to see, not the one that I think is likely to happen. I will tell you what I think is likely to happen at the end after I give you what I want to see. Okay. So it will open with a background graphic of a comet crashing down to the earth where volcanoes are erupting. And it will say the bringer of change has come. The destroyer is set loose, and Oba Femi will make his WWE main roster, his Royal Rumble debut. He's going to go in first. He's going to be the Iron Man, and he's going to have the most eliminations. I don't know if they'll ever set the record, but they might. Now, the second guy in will be Sheamus. He and Oba will go back at it, and he's a big guy, so if Oba flings him around a lot, they'll be it'll look good. Then Cody comes out. Kofi Kingston comes out. Showboats a little. Oba picks him up and throws him from the ring through the announcer's table. Then the first member of the Vision comes out, Logan Paul, followed by say his name and he appears, Joe Hendry, followed by Pentagon Jr., then Uncle Howdy, then another member of the Vision, Bronson Reed, then Rey Mysterio Jr., Aleister Black, and finally with the leader of the Vision, Braun Breaker, and right after that, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, emerges. And Oba and the Beast go at it like King Kong versus Godzilla. And ultimately, Oba clotheslines him over the top rope after a while. Jacob Fatu comes out. And as soon as Jacob Fatu enters the ring, Cody and he go at it like dogs who've been starving for a month fighting over a piece of steak. They hit each other and they knock each other over the top rope and brawl away into the crowd. After Jacob Fatu is TNA champ Mike Santana gets a little of a showing. Joe Hendry knocks him out. Finally, then out comes the big dog Roman Reigns, the OTC, to applause. Damian Priest starts to come into the ring. I had said that Oba, I said Oba is almost knocked over, but instead adjusts and goes under the rope, but then is hit on the outside and is seems to be unconscious or whatever. As Damian Priest comes into the ring, he checks on Oba being a gentleman. Oba looks up, grabs him, beats the crap out of him, slams him into everything out there, puts him in the ring, then puts him out of the ring when he gets back in. And Austin Theory, the next member of the division, comes in, and the division starts coordinating a little bit. Ray Phoenix comes out, Shinsuke Nakamura. Then the clock goes off. It changes, as JV pointed out, from the regular countdown to the Millennium Countdown. Chris Jericho emerges. His return to WWE, and it's the biggest applause of the night. Followed by El Grande Americano. Then, I forgot who did I send it. I forgot who I sent in this box. I double put someone's name. It doesn't matter because after the guy, we can say, this comes out. Then Vikingo comes out. And why Vikingo? El Grande? Because WWE is great at exploiting the real life stuff, like Vikingo and El Grande having some heat and creating a program for it. They did it when Randy Orton was stealing other wrestlers' girlfriends. They did it with Matt and Jeff Hardy and their substance abuse problems and the problem with Lita, with Edge and all that. So this is the next blood feud between El Grande Americano and Vikingo. Then comes out, what's his name? The short Japanese guy who is with Otis. Can't remember his name. Then Trick William comes out. Dom Mysterio comes out. Carmelo Hayes comes out. That's the order. Now, when Braun Breaker comes out, Heyman walks next to him, and as he's about to get in the ring, Heyman shakes hand and goes, "No, call me." And they stand next to the remnant of the announcer table. It's almost the end of the match. When it's down to the final 8, the division that's in the ring unite to knock Oba over the top rope. And then they clear the rest out, and then Braun gets in the ring. It's Braun Breaker and Logan Paul, Pentagon Jr., and Ilya Dragunov. It doesn't matter who the fourth guy is. The division teams up to to eliminate the two opposition. And it's Logan Paul and Braun Breaker. Logan Paul shakes his hand, raises Breaker's hand, walks out to the ring, and walking through the ropes, Heyman comes into the ring, raises Braun Breaker's hand, and starts to each side of the crowd. One and turn. And as he's facing away, Logan Paul hops back in the ring, comes up behind Braun Breaker, underhook him in the groin, and yeah, I know, JV. Underhooks Braun Breaker in the groin, hits him with, 4 pulverizers, throws his butt out of the ring. Is the Royal Rumble winner. He and Paul Heyman embrace. And this is for you, JV. You hear the beast music. Brock Lesnar comes out, shakes hands with Logan Paul. Heyman grabs the mic and goes, "With these two, it's a dangerous alliance." Go to credits. Those are my Royal Rumble predictions of the one I want to see. Now, who is most likely to win? I know that JV thinks that Roman Reigns is most likely to win. I agree. It ain't going to be Cody or Jacob Fatu. They're just going to keep brawling until hopefully ending Hell in a Cell in the Royal Rumble. The question is, who are they going to push to get the title shot against one of them? I honestly don't know. I mean, Roman Reigns makes sense, but I just feel it's too soon to give the title back to Roman, because Roman should be on for one more long run before he retires. Now, obviously, he's like 40 years old. He's not going to retire soon, but you don't want to give him that secondary long run. Hey, the drama, JV, the drama. Wrestling is about the drama. But you can see it in your head now. Logan Paul pulling that backstab. It's not likely to happen, but you can see it. Braun Breakker, I lean towards Braun Breakker actually winning this and taking the title from whoever he faces, Drew or Punk. So those are my Royal Rumble predictions and what I'd like to see, and then what I think is more likely. Okay. We obviously have it more in depth on Wednesday night. It's overbooked. I will make some commentary. I know some people don't like to see these matches in Saudi Arabia for whatever reason. I don't like to see them outside of the U.S. I don't want to see WWE matches taking place in England unless it's a special WWE England, like they used to have NXT UK or something. I know the fans over there deserve it. They pay money, but I don't know. I mean, I just don't like it when American institutions like the NFL or WWE and all that are outside of North America. So there's that. Any other wrestling commentary I want to drop in that relates to the Royal Rumble? The Royal Rumble is one day this year. I think at some point it goes to 2 nights, and I think that will benefit the Women's Rumble, so long as they book that night with the Women's Rumble as the headlining event with matches that will not outshine the Women's Rumble. And they should be opening with the Women's Rumble, because I mean, AJ and Gunther has a potential match of the year candidate there, and that will be AJ in 2 matches of the year in his last 2 matches in WWE. So that's where it stands. If you have any questions, type them down below, and I will get back to them when I see them. Thank you all for listening. Remember, the Rumble is early this weekend because it's overseas. It's at I want to say 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know if I'll be able to get on with I know JV and Ego are doing about half an hour after then, they're going to do a live stream review of it. I don't know if I'll be able to get on because I don't know if we will watch the Rumble by then, but we'll see. Check us out on Wednesday Night Overbooked on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tonight, JV and I will be on Roman Empire's stream for review the 1970s Hobbit animated film by Rankin Bass, the best version of The Hobbit. And with that, I am out of here. Have a great Friday.